There are songs on this album that I've called from the vault tracks, because in my mind there's a metaphorical vault of songs that I love. That I write a lot of songs for albums and then I pare it down. But
how does the most decorated artist of her generation, an artist who practically owns the Grammys record books, release a full studio album in October and walk away empty-handed? Did the Recording Academy forget to press refresh? Was there some secret industry feud? Or is this one of those situations where the truth is far less dramatic, but way more interesting? It's not about snubs, scandals, or Swift suddenly falling off. In fact, the real reason reveals a lot about how the Grammys actually work and why even megastars can end up on the sidelines. Before we get into the why, let's talk about the life of a showgirl itself. Released this past October, the album arrived like a curtain rising on Broadway, dramatic, theatrical, and deeply self-aware. Critics praised its cinematic storytelling. Fans dissected lyrics like detectives on caffeine. Social media turned into a virtual listening party, complete with theories, emotional breakdowns, and the usual "this song ruined me" posts. It felt like a Grammy album. So naturally, expectations were sky high, which makes the lack of nominations feel even more confusing. But here's the first twist in our story. Grammy eligibility isn't as straightforward as most people think. And that's where things start to get interesting. The Grammys are not based on the calendar year. The Recording Academy uses a specific eligibility window, usually running from early fall of one year to late summer of the next. Albums released outside that window, by even a few weeks, are automatically pushed to the next Grammy cycle. That means an October release like The Life of a Showgirl can easily miss the cutoff. So what looks like a shocking snub may actually be a technicality. Think of it like arriving at the airport 5 minutes after boarding closes. You're dressed, packed, and absolutely ready to fly, but the plane has already left. Taylor Swift has navigated Grammy timelines before with surgical precision. So why not this time? The answer may lie in strategy rather than oversight. Artists and their labels don't just release albums randomly. They plan rollouts around tours, re-recordings, promotional cycles, and, yes, award strategy. Skipping one Grammy year can sometimes be intentional. Submitting an album in a crowded year packed with blockbuster releases can dilute attention. Holding it for a cleaner slate increases the odds of nominations and wins. So the big question becomes, was this a mistake or a calculated move? And if it was intentional, what does that say about what's coming next? In recent years, the Recording Academy has overhauled voting processes, expanded membership, and shifted toward recognizing diversity in genre, sound, and emerging voices. That's a good thing, but it also means competition is fiercer than ever. Pop categories are no longer predictable. Genre lines are blurrier. Voters are exposed to more music than at any other time in Grammy history. Taylor Swift isn't just a Grammy favorite, she's a Grammy legend. She's broken records, made history, and reshaped what winning album of the year even means. Because of that, expectations around her are different. When she wins, it's of course. When she doesn't, it's what went wrong. But sometimes, absence from the nomination list isn't a critique, it's a pause. And pauses can be powerful. They allow space for reinvention, reflection, and, let's be honest, building anticipation. There's something compelling about an era that isn't defined by trophies. If you want proof that Taylor Swift remains a cultural force, look no further than the fan reaction. Within minutes of the nomination announcements, social media lit up. This makes no sense. The Grammys are out of touch. She's being punished for something. Taylor Swift's Grammy absence is a reminder that success isn't always linear, and validation doesn't always arrive on schedule. That's a lesson artists, creators, students, and dreamers everywhere can relate to. If the album missed this year's eligibility window, it's likely still in contention for the next Grammy cycle. Which means this isn't the end of the story, it's the setup. Next year's nominations could tell a very different tale. One where the life of a showgirl returns, spotlight ready, curtain lifted, and voters primed. Do Grammy rules need to be clearer? Should release timing matter this much? Or do awards matter less than the impact music has on fans? Drop your thoughts in the comments, share this article with a fellow Swiftie, and let's keep the conversation going. Because if there's one thing Taylor Swift has taught us, it's that every era, recognized or not, still tells a story worth talking about.